Hello. Today I'm going to talk to you about protecting corporate data. Today's information systems are more mission critical than ever before. Long gone are the days of reverting to good old pen and paper when the computer system goes down. We must protect our data. It's the lifeblood of our business. If users can't get to the data, you're not doing business. A study by EMC has indicated that $1.7 trillion is lost annually because of companies losing their data. There are many things you can do to prevent this. I'm going to speak to you about two items today that can help you. Number one, develop a comprehensive security plan. And number two, develop a disaster recovery plan. Security plans today are common, but consider starting small and working your way up from that. Antivirus software on computers. Centralize that, deploy it, update the virus signatures regularly. Use a well-known system and keep up on the logs. Have it report to a central console. Have IT staff follow up on alerts that they're received. Also look for good anti-malware software. Establish good firewall rules. Possibly look into intruder detection solutions if budget allows. And don't assume that all the threats are coming from the internet. Research by Hogan Bowers indicates that approximately 60% of all data breaches are actually coming from inside your network. This is pretty scary. Keep close controls over your internal systems. Users are regularly getting phishing attacks via email. Users are being lured in by false claims from companies masquerading as your business partners perhaps, and offering up their usernames and passwords unknowingly. Some of this is happening automatically without anybody realizing, and later on these bots will come back and compromise your data. They might wipe out your data or might steal your data in an espionage situation. Also, penetration testing is very important. Forbes magazine indicates that penetration testing should be done approximately 4 times a year. Penetration testing from inside the network or outside will reveal vulnerabilities in your systems. Every time you do a system upgrade, hardware upgrades, software upgrades, change a firewall rule, change an IDS rule, any major or minor change to your system, you should run a penetration test to see if any new vulnerabilities have been revealed. Patch things regularly. Develop good patching policies of your internal servers, your network equipment, routers, switches, etc. Everything is a potential risk point. Point number 2, develop a good disaster recovery plan. Tape drives were once commonplace for backing up data. Many companies are actually still using these today. If you're one of them, please stop. They are unreliable, they're slow. Move to a tape-based backup system or a disk-based backup system today. Backup off-site. Consider a cloud-based disaster recovery system if you can't afford off-site disk-based arrays. Data that is protected off-site but not accessible does you no good. Also keep in mind your RTO and RPO. RTO is recovery time objective and RPO is recovery point objective. The recovery time objective is the amount of time it's going to take you to recover your data in the event of a disaster, as indicated on the right side of this chart. The RPO, the recovery point objective, is the amount of data that you're willing to lose, as indicated on the left side of the chart. If you're backing things up with tape drives and relying on the same tape drives to restore, you're way over here on the left on your backup, and you're way over here on the right on your restore. You may be offline for weeks or months recovering large amounts of data. Consider going to a disk-based system or a continuous replication system. Ideally, stay as close to the center of the chart as possible. This chart was adapted by a blog from Bill Troutman in 2011. Also, make sure data is available. If your data is in a remote data center, make sure that you have redundant pathways to that data. Terry Slattery indicates that at least 2 data pathways should be maintained between users and their data at any given time. If you're in a remote data center, consider dual WAN providers. Bad things do happen to good networks, and make sure that you have resilient systems so that your users can get to your data in the event of a failure. Also, consider if you're backing your data up to a remote data center, that you have enough equipment in that location to recover your systems and operate from that data center. Having your data there but inaccessible to the users doesn't do your business much good. Make sure you have enough capacity. It doesn't have to be state-of-the-art systems, but make sure you have enough server, compute power, networking capability, and storage array capability to operate your business from that disaster recovery site in the event of a disaster. It'll give you some time to plan out and restore your primary systems. Don't be a headline. It seems that daily we're seeing companies in the news that are being compromised, either security, losing data in one way or another, espionage, the IRS is getting broken into for social security numbers, Target, a number of sites. CEOs are losing their jobs. Don't be that guy. Don't lose your job. To summarize, there are 2 points here that you can do right away to protect your data. 1, a comprehensive security plan, and 2, a disaster recovery plan. And practice that often. And if there's only one thing you remember from this presentation, keep this in mind. The Gartner Group reports that only 6% of companies that lose their data actually survive beyond 2 years. Thank you for watching.